Get more center. There we go. So everyone can see.
Hello. Woo! This is kind of a cool moment for me.
Absolutely.
The last time I was in this room, I was with Sam Rodriguez. You guys know Sam? Yeah. And we were at our last brokerage in this exact same room. So that was unintentional, just happenstance, but we've kind of come full circle. And this, for us, is just a really surreal moment. We're really, really, really excited to be here. Yeah.
We've been dreaming about this moment for so long. I'm trying not to be emotional. We're just so happy for all of you guys. We love you so much.
I can't agree with you more. This is an emotional moment for all of us, right? We're all here. We've all been manifesting this. We all believed in one vision, one common goal, and that was to make sure that our agents were actually taken care of. And I want to thank you for being the best part of Epique.
Yeah. So we kind of had, I don't know if you guys have heard, we've kind of had a really cool year. It's been kind of a wild ride if you haven't noticed. So I want to kind of recap a little bit about what's happened over the past 12 months. We're going to show you a little video to kind of recap that for you guys. Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
In the last year, Epique Realty, the most advanced real estate brokerage in history, took the industry to another level. We redefined the national brokerage model with our Area Leader program, lifetime free mentorship, and focus on local leadership. Epique became the first AI-certified real estate brokerage, giving our agents a dozen tools no agent has ever had before. Epique's proprietary AI toolset became the #1 recommended AI toolset in the industry, with over 100,000 visitors from brokerages all over the world. In just the last 12 months, we rapidly expanded into 30 additional states, all across the country from coast to coast. We supplied our agents with over 164,000 buyer and seller leads from 11 industry-leading sources across 28 states, generating over $580,000 in additional commission for our agents. Epique Realty agents reached over 2 million impressions with free company-supplied social media ads to promote their listings, open houses, and price reductions. Our agents got over 30,000 car washes from our expansive network of vendors, spanning over 7,500 locations all across the U.S. Epique agents received over 5,000 hours of free CE courses from our partner schools, ensuring that our agents are the best industry-educated agents. We built the first nationwide real estate photography company, working with thousands of partners, and supplied our agents with over 35,000 free listing photos across 2,500 cities in the U.S., saving our agents over $490,000 in photography. Epique installed and provided over 4,000 yard signs, signposts, and sign writers over the past 12 months, saving our agents over $375,000 in sign expenses. Our agents' free digital billboards have been seen by 3.1 million people over the past 12 months across our network of over 65,000 digital displays. Epique's area leaders supplied over 6,500 hours of personalized one-on-one mentorship and coaching support to our agents through our Mentor for Life initiative. Our AI system automated over 17,000 conversations, saving our agents hundreds of hours in productivity. Epique gave over $839,000 back to our agents in revenue share, helping them build for their futures and adding a new revenue stream that is changing lives. Our agent count has increased from just over 100 agents to over 2,000 agents in just 1 year. The average Epique agent now saves over $25,000 a year each with our free and included benefits package. And that number is set to grow exponentially with over 15 new benefits to be announced in 2024. At Epique, we're building the future for real estate agents and giving back like no other brokerage in history. And this past year has brought us one step closer. Learn more about our goals for 2025 and beyond by visiting beepique.com.
Yeah. That is one of my favorite videos ever. that was fun to put together. The math part wasn't fun, but the rest was really, really fun. Just looking at it, how many signs, how many photos, how many CE classes, and it's just like, wow, this is a lot. And it's funny, I was talking to Ben Eilers and Kelly Darling, wherever you guys are, from Agent Hub 360, and they asked me, what is the amount that agents will save if they had every benefit, right? And I was like, oh, I don't know. We never calculated it. And they're like, you never calculated it? And I was like, no, we know what we pay, but we never, because we're not really big on recruiting, so we never, really added it up to put on our website. And so they did it with me live, and it was $29,000. And I was like, what? That's absolutely insane. That's a huge, crazy number. And so we set out to find for this video what the average agent saves, because not everybody has everything, unfortunately, or they just don't sign up for everything. So what is the average agent who's here who actually signs up for stuff? What do they save? And that number was $25,000. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, that's absolutely crazy. So, thank you. So it's very very interesting. Hey, baby. So we didn't set out to create a brokerage that just had a bunch of benefits. That's what we're kind of known for. When you go to our website, there's just benefit after benefit. It takes you about 15 minutes to get through the Join Epique site, right? So, but what we did set out to do was create something we couldn't find, right? I used to say if Epique existed, we would have just joined it. If there was something like that, and we would have never created anything. But we wanted to create a brokerage that actually worked for the agent instead of the other way around. One that provided real value. I can remember when I did my first interview. Do you guys remember your first interview with your first brokerage? I came in a really expensive suit, my nicest suit. I brought my resume with me. I went in and I was like, I'm gonna get this job. I'm gonna nail this interview. I looked online, what question should I ask, right? So I had a list of 30 questions, right? I go in and they bring me into a conference room and they sit me down and there's 12 other real estate agents sitting there for the same interview, all at the same time. I'm like, oh, this is weird. All right, 12 people. I didn't know that, if I had $99 in a heartbeat, they were gonna let me in over there, right? So the lady comes in, she doesn't even have a license, she's just a local office recruiter. And she tells us nothing at all about real estate, the brokerage, nothing. She basically just tells us how to fill out the paperwork she had just handed us, which was, the W-9 and all of that. And so she says, does anybody have any questions? And I'm like, yeah, I have 30. Yeah, I got a lot. So it's crickets around the room, of course. So everybody says, no, I'm good. I'm thinking, oh, great. I'm the guy. I'm that guy. So I'm like, I'm the guy with 30 questions. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll just ask one. And the question I asked was, so you guys are taking, 30% of my commission, 10% for a coach, you're taking 6% for a franchise fee, you're taking a broker review fee, an E&O fee, a compliance fee, all of these fees, basically half of my money. What are you doing? How much of the work, if you're taking 50%, what percentage of the work are you going to be doing? And the lady laughed. And she said, no, sir, we're not going to be doing your work for you. She was like, you're an independent contractor. This is your job. But if you have any questions, let us know. So I learned two things that day. I walked away feeling like two things. I literally said, well, I guess brokerages don't do anything. That's cool. So I was like, all right. So they don't do anything. And it's a reactive model, which means they're only going to react to me. They're not going to be calling me. They're not going to be checking up on me. No one cares that I'm really here. That she told me this is the largest franchise office in this city. I live in Houston. It's the largest franchise office in Houston. And I was like, they're too busy. They're not going to call me. They don't care about me. There's no one in place for that. If I need them, I have to reach out. So it's a reactive model. Those two things stuck with me for years. I always thought to my head, what are they doing? Why would you pay a brokerage more money? They don't do anything for you. Supply no value. There's no benefits. There's nothing. And so when we were, it was the lockdowns. I think some of you guys know the story. It was 2020. It's when we were all locked in our house. I'm sure most of you guys remember that. And so we were hanging out at the club, which is what I call Zoom now. We were hanging out at the club.